Hello, welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. Last time we was the first part of the playthrough. So we made our character, got a letter from our uncle, told us we needed to help him. We headed over to I completely forgot what this place. Wherever we are right now. And figured out that he's been hunting cursed objects and trying to fix them, and he disappeared on the last job. So what we're doing now is finding cursed objects and things like that, and hopefully finding him. I don't remember what we were doing or where we're at. Oh yeah, this guy stole an urn, and we're here to take it back. And he was on a ship that was wrecked, and he wanted to go down with the ship, but he was saved by an I think it was an otter. I think that's what the story was. And so he's been bummed out chilling in here the whole time. Oh yeah, I forgot I had the musical feet. An elderly gray cat nervously washes itself in the corner. Try to pet it. The cat shies away from your touch. You notice that he's wearing a collar that says Ishmael. It's a shelf full of nautical non-fiction. You are non-interested in it. If Dirch's career had been more successful, this would be a Commodore's commode. Smells like fitful old man sleep. This nightstand looks like it was dredged up from an old shipwreck. There's a blubber lamp on top. Examine the lamp. A simple device, a glass vessel filled with whale blubber with a wick stuck in it. Blubber lamp really rolls off the tongue though. Just a really delightful phrase. Say it. Blubber lamp. Yes, 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 yes. Say it again. Blubber lamp. I love it. Say it again. Blubber lamp. It just keeps getting better. Say it again. Blubber lamp. Delightful. Say it again. Blubber lamp. I love it. Say it again. Is it just gonna keep going? You can't stop me. I'll keep going. Okay. You're no fun. We've got work to do. Alright. Wash basin is full of salt water. This guy's really committed to his whole deal. For a wooden table, there's an old tarnished silver tray on top, but it's empty. Plaque above this urn says Fifth Sailor. Barnacle face. Less handsome Jeff. Handsome Jeff. Peg leg Johnny. No. Ooh. An old gray bearded man in sea captain's hat is glaring at you suspiciously. Talk to him. What do you want? Well, I'm from the Ocean City Watchful Eye. You know, the newspaper. Don't trust newspapers, nor newspaper reporters neither. Well, nor otters. Fortunately, I'm only one of those three things. Can I ask you about the Porquad? Ain't nothing to say. Storm blew up unexpected. We hit a funny rock, all hands lost. That was decades ago. Why are you bothering me now? Well, it's a slow news day. What was funny about the rock? You ever see a 30-foot black basalt obelisk sticking straight up out of the ocean? Can't say I have. Me neither, and I had been sailing that route for years. So I guess when you said funny, you didn't mean it as in haha. What's with the rock in your front yard? I ain't know nothing about those except for the date marker I put. Did they just come with the house? New one pops up every once in a while. What's that got to do with anything? Well, nothing, I guess. How many men were in your crew? There was Pegleg, Handsome Jeff, and Less Handsome Jeff, and old Barnacle Face. He looks askance at the row of urns, and the other one, so 5. What was the 5th sailor's name? I ain't recall, he was new, just signed on before that last voyage, didn't talk much. Eerie fella, to be honest. Eerie. Spooky and all that, so I gotta say about him. Got a lot of urns? Threw his bodies wash ashore after a time, didn't figure they'd want to see the sea burial after what happened. So I had him cremated. Well, except that 5th feller weren't never found. Ain't recall how that urn got here. He was a member of the crew right and proper though, so he got as much right to be here as any of them. Did you ever visit that little cathedral? Sure, used to go and pay my respects once in a while, back before my knees started acting up. Got plenty of urns to talk to right here though. Har. You talk to the urns? Yep, we shoot in the breeze, relieve old glories and such. You say that like they talk back. They do, and I see that from your face that you don't believe me, so you can ask them yourself, landlubber. Guess I'll have a chat with your urns then. Fine, but if you got any more questions for me, ask them now. I'm tired of all this chit-chat. I'm done asking questions. So, talk to the Errands. Peg Leg Johnny, hello? The Errand doesn't respond. Anybody there? Imitate the captain's voice. You look around to make sure the captain is asleep, then mutter gruffly to the Errand. Yar there, Johnny. Ye speak freely now, sailor. I got rid of that no-good landlubber. The muffled, youthful-sounding voice replies. Yar, Captain. What do they want, anyhow? Bah, nothing of import. Your basic landlubber prattle, trying to sell newspapers and like that. Pay it, no, never mind. Aye, Captain. Keep talking to the Errand. So, how are things? Oh, no problems, Captain. Everything's shipshape. Haha. Haha. Always happy to chew the sea biscuit with you, though. Sure, let's reminisce about old times. Great. I love hearing your stories of nautical adventure. Oh, instead of that, why don't you tell me how you got the name Peg Leg Johnny? Well, it's because of my peg leg, right? Got a peg leg. Sure, how'd you get it? I got it because I lost the original leg? I'd assume so, yeah, yar, but how? Wait, were you there when it happened? Time for my nap. Talk to you later. Alright. So ye be doing thar handsome, Jeff. Smooth sailing, Captain. You feel like talking over old times? Sure, I mean, yar, why not? Right then, with particular yarn from your past have ye got on your mind? Oh, actually, let's talk about you. Me? The fella next to ya is less handsome Jeff, so is this judgment of your relative appearances literal, or is it more of an ironic reversal sort of deal, yar? Well, you never... Wait a minute. Don't you remember what we actually look like? Oh, yes, of course I do. Gotta go, bye. Anything on your mind, Captain? Like, what? Well, I don't know. Just if you wanted to wax nostalgic about old times or anything. Alright. Right, so, yar, haha. Alright, those old times, right? Sure, right. You are, Captain. Those old times we had together. Yar, we sure did. Many of them. Yar, anyway, I'm glad we had this talk. Damn it. Everything going all right? Aye, Captain. Nary a cloud in the sky. Good, great. Are you in a chatting mood? Sure, yeah. Well, you know me, Captain. A man of few words and all. Happy to listen, though. Right, well, actually, I was wondering about your name there, Thar. Barnacle Face? What about it? Well, I was just wondering. Why? I mean, of course, I know why, but, if you had any insight into... I mean, you've never actually said that... This you've never asked before, so I'd have thought you already. Right, yeah, obviously I already. Anyway, if you're not comfortable discussing it, that's fine. Okay, you good, yar. So, sailor, how goes it? I'd ask what's new, but, you're not a talkative one, are you, matey? I suppose you never were, come to that. So, well, as you were then, I could use some smokes, Captain. What? Smokes. Smokes as in cigarettes? Aye, what does an urn want with cigarettes, sir? Well, alright then, just leave them on the table like usual, please. Yar. How the hell do I get cigarettes? He's asleep. What's the rhyme for a green word? Or he mutters. Well, how the I get cigs? Out of the bathroom, cigarettes. Alright, go to the mailbox. Oh no, I barely have time to react as the ground shakes and shudders violently without warning, then bursts in a rain of earth as several large, slimy tentacles force their way out of the ground, writhing and twisting and groping at their surroundings. Incidentally, the reaction you barely had time to make was, ah! Oh no. You're behind enemy lines. Rock. I seemed to be fucked. Oh, not on my side. Alright. Back. I'm dying. They're all sleazing on me. Alright. Yuan, they're gonna need 10 of those things if they want to tackle you. Curious, you follow a trail of disturbed earth and cracked pavement from the place where the tentacles popped out of the ground to the place where, presumably, they popped in. By presumably, I mean obviously, because that place is a house with slimy, wriggling tentacles poking out of all of its holes. Did you have to phrase it that way? Ignore it and keep walking. We'll check out the tentacle house later. Hey, what's up? There's a mailbox here with the guy sitting on top. Guy reaches down from his perch to shake your hand. Hi, I'm Marvin. Hi, Marvin, I'm Festus. What are you doing up there? A stunt. Stunt. It doesn't seem particularly stunty. You're just sitting there. Yeah, but I've been sitting here for, he looks at his watch, 7 months, 15 days, 9 hours, and 41 minutes. Why? Why, it's a stunt. Okay, but are you protesting something or trying to attract attention to some kind of cause? Nope. Do you have any money riding on this? Is it for a bet or a contest? Nope. I feel like you don't really get the concept of a stunt. I guess not. Say, would you mind helping me out with something? Sure, what's up? I've mainly been eating snackle cakes while I've been up here and I'm out. Can you go grab some more for me? Snackle cakes? Ugh, are you serious? I'll admit they're an acquired taste. I guess nobody other than you wanted to acquire the taste of powdered milk mixed with sawdust with the nails still in it. Because Snackle Mills went out of business years ago. Yeah, but the shelf line on those things is incredible. It's what makes them so good for stunt rations. I got my supply from Hiram's grocery down the street. Could you go pick me up some more? Yeah, I'll be back. Random stranger's house. Knock. Who is there? Festus. Festus who? Festus Thompson Jr. I don't know anyone named Festus Thompson Jr. Wait, hold on. Let's do this. Harry. Harry who? Harry Stan. Or Harry Thompson Jr. Oh, wait. I clicked the wrong one. Oh, the names are different. Who's there? Zakathan. Zakathan who? Zakathan Adam. Okay. Who's there? Dan. River. Damn. Clarence. Day. Okay. Neither snow nor rain nor heat nor gloom of night will keep you from leaving here if you want to. I do. Well, let's go to Hiram's. Milk. Ventrifus. Bear suet. Fruit cocktail. How's it going? A bored-looking hobo lounges against the wall of the decrepit building. Hi there. Hey, hello there. I'm Festus. Please, Samuel? I'm looking for Ham's Grocery. Is this it? When have you been standing here that whole time? What are you doing here? Just waiting for what? You're looking for work? Yes. Yep. I don't think you're gonna find any work here. Considering that this store is pretty thoroughly closed, I don't think you're gonna find any work here. Forget nothing. Doesn't look to me like another store is gonna open here anytime soon. Here you go. Here, maybe you can take a cab to a different store or something. Well, think of your can. He tips his hat to you and whistles for a passing cab. With the trash can, dig through it. You know it. Your efforts are rewarded with one shoe, a single shoe. Check for a second one. There isn't a second one. Yet. Yeah, saves you the trouble of using both feet for walking. The other one must have gotten lost in the shoe. What was that? It's the shoe shine stand. The store is not excited about the idea of going through it. Pry it open. Your crowbar makes short work of the boards. Go on in. It's dark in here. All right. Shelf is littered with various pieces of trash. Dig through it. Lip balm. You find a mercifully unopened tube of lip balm. Even mice would be disappointed with this shelf. The only thing left on this shelf is a pair of rusty tongs. Grab them. Barbecue tongs. You grab the tongs, wishing you had a different pair of tongs to do it with. The shelf is empty. It doesn't even have a shelf. Nothing but trash. The counter is dusty and long abandoned. Search it. The register is empty unless you know someone who accepts mouse droppings as currency. Look behind the counter. You find an old invoice for a shipment from the Snackle Mills factory, which is marked as never having arrived. The factory's address is listed. An empty shelf. Unless... No, it's empty. Unless... No, it's definitely empty. But wait! Listen, it's empty, I promise. Fine. Oh, wait. What's this? What? What? Ah, just kidding. There's nothing. God. Damn you. Away. Leave this run-of-the-mill, runty rundown store where you run afoul of renegades giving you the runaround and also run on sentences? Run away. Snackle Mills. Well, here's an unusual sight. 4 Glocklins are playing their glockenspiels while doing some kind of traditional folk dance. It involves a lot of skipping and hopping and turning around in a score with precise timing, so they aren't paying any attention to you, or to anything else, really. Join in! It involves a lot of skipping and hopping and turning around in a square with precise timings. I just read that. It does kind of look like fun, but you definitely don't know the steps and you would only cause total chaos. It would be simpler just to attack them since a brawl would probably result anyway. Sure. Glockenspiel. Ow! Oh, I'm gonna die. You have too much health. I'm not gonna be able to kill you guys. You. No! Yay. Dead. If these guys just keep assisting, I think I'll be fine. Slap, slap. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna die. Yep. Oh, it's not over? Gabby can continue? That's nice to know. Slap slap. Yeah, she's dead. Totally dead. And I could... Why is he shrugging? I don't think I can win this. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Alright. Let's end this. You lost the Glocklins. Oh, you lost. The Glocklins perform a complex traditional jig on your skull and spine. You totally lost that fight on purpose. You don't even care. You gain aloof. You lost that fight, but you don't even care. Water off a duck's back. +1 Moxie. You know, you've got enough XP to buy a skill and make your character more powerful. Would you like to go to the character sheet and take a look? Sure. Oh, shit. What? You gain extra XP for learning new things. Oh, okay. What was I? I was, I think I was more, oopsies. Moxie. Yeah. So we're gonna go more Moxie. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this. And I don't have any more XP. Oh. Can it recognize the letter E from far away? I have 57. I'll save the rest for leveling up. Yeah. Go here. You encounter a hobo who is sauntering down the sidewalk with a bindle over his shoulder, whistling a jaunty tune. Well, hey there, fella. Aren't you Festus? I'm Giancarlo Hathaway. Hi, how'd you know my name? Oh, we hobos are a tight-knit little community. When someone's been helping us out, word gets around. Well, that's nice. A little creepy, but nice and balanced. Why don't you come visit our camp? We'd be glad to have you. Where is it? Well, you just head down 12th Street till you see the lot where the old hardware store used to be, and then you take a, you know what? This will be simpler if I just mark it on your map for you. Yes, please. Takes out a pencil stub and marks a cluster of little boxes on your map. Come on by any old time. Sure. Ocean City Hobo Camp. Bid him adieu. This truck is laden with crates of snackle cakes, the worst snack food ever developed. Grab a case for Marvin. Case of snackle cake. Really take the cake. Empty vegetable oil drums. This crate is full of baking soda. The tarp is there to keep vinegar from getting into it. Understandable. The loading dock door is slightly ajar. I can squirm through it. Sure, why not? Looks like the abandoned factory has been occupied by one of Ocean City's various gangs of street hoodlums named the Doughboys. They're hanging out here in their leather jackets and white aprons, bragging about their sourdough starters and using rude words like Bakoshia and son of a brioche. Or they were until you made that huge racket getting in here. Now they're staring knives at you and also pointing knives at you. And they're bread knives, which are serrated, so you really don't want to get stabbed by one. Whoops. Huge amount of loose sugar. They really bet everything on these terrible snackle cakes. Though the Doughboys are clearly less aggressive than other street gangs in that they're glaring at you and muttering angrily to each other instead of already having attacked you. However, it's also clear that you aren't getting past them without a fight. Let's see how this goes. Oh, God. Ah. All right. Bam. Now we just gotta deal with this guy. My HP. Got a lot of HP. What was that? And dead. Nice. You won. They should call you Too Much Soup because you just spoiled those cooks. Lets you baked roll. Clammy dough blob. Eldritch the Mockingbird grows stronger. Nice. Oh, there's more. This must be the boss's office since it's the only office. Hey, shouts one of the remaining doughboys. Get away from that door, you muffin forker. It's a little strange that this group of doughboys didn't immediately attack you when you're roughing up the other group of them. Maybe they don't like each other very much. Fight these ones too. Oh. Birdie, no. Oh, they have a lot of HP. Oh, no. No. Ouchie. Nice. Now we just gotta deal with this guy. Nice. Bye, boy. Doughboy. He left those doughboys into the dust. I think it's flour. Hi, hello, hi. Yes, Gabby? The shelf is laden with bags of expired flour. Take some. You painstakingly collect the least stale grains of flour from each bag and make one bag of good flour. Mana enriched flour. Ever since the advent of mass-produced magical flour, the cost of fire insurance has skyrocketed. The shelf contains a lot of chemicals that don't seem like they should be in a food. You collect them. You pour all of the chemicals into one jar, shake it up and pocket it. Miscellaneous chemicals. Solutions? Precipitates? Tinctures? You bet. You've got a little bit of everything. I'm not gonna do any cooking. This probably leads outside, right? Yeah. You have something to say, or you just say that? Hi. Aha, this is fun, getting into fights. Do you like a good fight, Gabby? Yes, there are not usually so many fights around here. What an excitement it is. I notice you do a lot of slapping. You know how to make a fist? Oh, what? Here, look, you curl your fingers in like this and put your thumb over them. Here, that's a fist. You squeeze that all tight and hit people with these knuckles here. It's more powerful than a slap. Wow, keen as a peach. Gabby's flap slap now deals 3 additional damage. Nice. This, yeah. The leader of the Doughboys, identifiable by the fact that he has a greasier hat and more rivets on his jacket than the other Doughboys, if not by the fact that he's in the manager's office, doesn't notice you when you enter. He appears to be focused on several large piles of wet bread dough lying on the ground around him. Weird. If you were interested in the history of Ocean City baking industry, this shelf of receipts would be a treasure trove. You are not. The boss Doughboy has not taken notice of you yet, but he's probably not so dense that you can get any closer to him before he does. Approach him. What the? Who the hell are you? Introduce yourself. Hi there, I'm Festus Thompson Jr. And you are? He scowls angrily, trying to decide between yelling at you to get out or bragging about himself. I'm Ross Doman, Diabata, the best baker in this city. Nice to meet. Now get out. Keep chatting with him. What are you doing with all these piles of dough? Not that it's any of your business. Not that it's any business of yours, but I'm perfecting my recipe for bread golems. Soon I'm going to be running this town. Oh yeah? You and what army? Me and an army of bread golems. Were you not listening? I probably shouldn't let you get away with this. You'll be lucky to get away with all your arms and legs. Rise, my minions, rise! He waves his arms wildly and the bread dough around him congeals into 2 larger bread clouds. Ow. Well, if I just take him out, the bread golems should go away, right? Wow. Burn! No. Wow. Hand's going off on the harmonica. Ow. Nope, so I gotta deal with the bread goblin. Right. Slap. Nice. You won. Looks like those golems were only half baked. I bought his pants. Well, what appears to be a pair of white pants is actually a pair of brown pants that are completely covered in flour. And more enriched flour. Boss's desk. Rifle through it. You pilfer everything of value from the Doman's desk. Oh, baby recipe. You found the recipe for those little blob guys that the Doughboys have as familiars. This is a recipe for one of those little dough blob familiars the Doughboys have. It calls for 3 cups of mana-enriched flour mixed with something called sandwich cream and baked in an arcane oven. Can I make that? Do some cooking. Fancy foods. Oh, I just make food. What kind of food do you want to cook? Braggadocious pie, stylish gel. Basic. Okay. Oh, we're done here. Let's go back to here. Any luck getting those snackle cakes? I'm really jealousing for whatever it is they used for frosting. Yeah, I finally found some. Here you go. Thanks a million. Here, take some meat for the cakes, and also I'll give you some sitting tips. Expert sitter. You're so good at sitting down that you make it look even easier than it normally does. Plus $1. Thanks, Marvin. See you around. Okay, so we did that. We can go back to... Oh, there's the hobo camp, too. I need some cigs. Think the hobos have them? In an Ocean City back alley, you find some strange graffiti, an unsolved long division problem. I don't have any mysticality. Rib. Jamming out. This is the hobo lady you met at the boardwalk earlier. She gives you a smile and thumbs up. Talk to her. Hi there, Dusty, right? That's me, and your name was Festus? Got it in one. Great, how you keeping, friend? Oh, no complaints that would make any sense to describe. How are you liking the camp? Real nice. Everyone's real personable, even if most of them are a bit quirky. I'm thinking of getting a poker game together. If I can find anything with a full deck. Ha ha. Be around. It's Gus, the guy you met in the rain when you arrived at Plunkett Street. Hello, Gus. Why, hello there, Festus, I believe it was. That's right. Always a pleasure to have another runner in with a friendly acquaintance. Nice that the rain cleared up. It is nice. I do enjoy the rain, but I also enjoy dry clothing. So you're the kind of guy that's comfortable in any sort of weather, eh? Yes, I do my best. Can't stop a rain cloud by crying, after all. And in fact, when you get right down to it, pretty much anything that happens to a person can be considered weather of a sort. Huh, that's real philosophical. Old Gus says if you can find the pleasure in any circumstance, then you'll never be a sufferer of misfortune. Gosh. Oh man. The hobo you met at the abandoned grocery store is slouching around and generally staring off in space. Hey there, Samuel. How's it going? Doing fine, thanks. Were you able to find any work? That's a shame. Right, yeah, don't let it get you down. How's the camp treating you? Yeah, it seems nice. Everyone's real friendly. It's great. Community is real important. Definitely better than standing on an abandoned street corner. Oh, I don't suppose there's any chance of a punchline where you suddenly say something really elaborate and completely understandable, is there? Yeah, it's just checking. Okay, see you later. You think down here? This is the hobo lady that you haven't met yet. Hello there. Well, hello there, dearie. I don't believe we've been introduced. I'm Veronica. Hi, I'm Festus. Can I offer you a cup of tea? It's homegrown, so to speak. You found tea leaves around here? Yes, just about any leaves can be tea leaves with the right attitude. I'm fine, thank you, though. I like your hat. Why, thank you. I grew it myself. The flowers? The whole thing. I'm trying to grow some socks as well, but they're much trickier. I can imagine. Bill did not see his shadow, which means spring is coming. Spring is coming. Yes, nice. Hey, don't touch that telephone, Royal use only. This phone isn't actually connected to anything. Don't let it hear you say that. Who are you? This hobo's wearing a handmade tinfoil crown. Talk to him. Hello there, you must be the Hobo King. The crown gave it away, I presume? Yeah. Well, you are absolutely correct. I am the Hobo King, though to foster a more familial air, I permit my subjects to call me Johnny. Nice to meet you, Johnny. I'm Festus. What can I do for you, Festus? The groundhog's name is Phil. I know. Phil. The man himself. I've got a question. Where are you from? Hoboken. Of course you are. Well, alright. Talk to the rest of the people outside. We'll go into one of these places. Yo, it's Obo Hobo from the park. Well, hey there, friend. How's life treating ya? Oh, I'm doing alright. Say I never got your name. Oh, I'm Obi. Pleased to meet ya. Likewise, Obi, I'm Festus. How's the camp? Well, it's fine, but most of the fellows here have got all kinds of stories about their travels, and it occurs to me that maybe I ain't done enough of that. Feeling a wanderlust? Well, now maybe I wouldn't put it quite that strong. Let's say a wanderthirst. You want to tag along with me? My weird new job investigating spooky antiques seems to involve a fair amount of travel. Well, now, you're a pretty cool cat, and that does sound interesting. Alright, I'm in. Obi has joined you as a companion. Are we heading out now, or do you want me to wait for you someplace? Wait for me at Oliver's place. You got it, my man. I'll see you there. Later, Obi. Nice. What's up? This guy's in a state of washboard-induced ecstasy. Wow, you're really good going to town on that washboard. Yep, I love the fast staccato rhythm it makes. It is pretty good. I bet someday there will be fancy electrical machines that do it really good. Till then, though, folks call me Washi, by the way. Hi, Washi, I'm Festus. Actually, I've got nothing to ask. Sorry about that. Hey, no problem here. See you around. Let's go to Shut Eye. Everyone's asleep. Probably shouldn't mess around in here. You'll wake up people up. All right. I won't then. What was this called? Rub. There are ample condiments, but you don't feel right taking it. Due to supply chain difficulties, the grub car is currently broke. Condiments are still available to camp residents. Cool. This guy's really jazzing up the place. Hi there, I'm Festus. Howdy, they call me 52 Teeth Thompson, or just 52 for short. Is that because of the 52 white keys on a piano? Nope. Ask about the piano. Wow, it's lucky that they happened to find a piano for the camp. Oh, I brought this baby with me. On foot? Oh, well, it took a few trips. Cool. Alright. Cryptography. You don't even understand the titles of these books, much less their contents. A bewildering array of partially redacted nonsense. One thing these notebooks have in common is that you do not understand any of them. Oh, you haven't seen one of these things in ages, whatever it is. This device seems to have music coming out of it. Desktop radio. A ratty old shoebox and is slouching in the corner. A hobo is flipping through a worn book, occasionally stopping to check the strange machine next to him and pencil some notes in the margins. Hi there. Oh, hello. You must be new here. I don't think I've seen you around before. Yeah, my name's Festus. Pleased to meet you. I'm Letters McCabe. Is there anything I can assist you with? Why do they call you Letters? I'm an expert in microcryptography, aka hobo code. Are you familiar with it? Nope. What's that? It's a system of pictographic elements that can be written unobtrusively on walls or carved into fence posts, etc. They're traditionally used by hobos to leave messages for other hobos, to mark a house where the occupants are charitable, for instance, or to warn of a vicious guard dog, that sort of thing. I'm working on expanding the system for more general communications purposes. That's pretty interesting. Is there anything I can assist you with? What's the book you're reading? This is a hobo code manual. I can teach you the basics if you like. Sure, that sounds useful. You spend 10 minutes or so going over the basics of hobo code with letters. He teaches you some of the most common glyphs. If you'd like to know more, just ask any hobos you meet. They're honor bound to assist new learners. That's the hobo code. You are a level 1 student of the hobo alphabet. You can understand some hobo glyphs. Neat, thanks. Is there anything I can assist you with? What's with all this stuff in this room? Stuff is a little overboard of a topic for conversation. Feel free to point out any particular object you want to ask me about, though. I'm always happy to be informative. Okay. Nope, I'm good. See you later. Hey, what's this thing? What's this machine you're working on? This is an old naval radio encryptionograph from the Cola Wars. I'm trying to modify it to work with hobo code. That sounds hard. Yes, it wasn't designed to handle a pictographic writing system, that's for certain, but if I can get it to work, it should be very secure. Interesting. Hey, Letters, what's the deal with this? It's a ham radio. What's it for? Listen to stuff about ham. Gotcha. Hey, Letters, what is this old shoebox? Old shoes, you're welcome to them. Take them. Tried to pick up the box, but you can barely lift it. Geez, what kind of shoes are these? Hand-me-down boots. They've been passed from hobo to hobo for generations. Probably about 50 pounds of metal reinforcements on them by now. Heavy boots. These boots have been reinforced without regard for ergonomics. Put your feet down. Wow. For this machine. Hey, Letters, what's this contraption? That's just a radio. All right. What are all these books? Manuals for various types of codes and ciphers. Genere Beaufort treatises on several variations of columnar transposition, the classic Mormon jigsaw, German mix-up code, and so on. Interesting. There's a few books on old pictographic languages in there, too. Fascinating stuff. Well, it's all Greek to me. Hey, Letters, what's this thing? That's a teletype machine that we salvaged when they shut down one of the local post office branches for cutbacks. We've patched it into the local telegraph network so we can communicate with some of the other hobo communities. This is some heavy-duty equipment. Between this and the naval cipher thing, this is some heavy-duty equipment you've got here. Yes, well, I'm not at liberty to discuss it in detail, you understand, but secure lines of communication are going to be quite important if Johnny's plans are going to come to fruition. Well, now I'm intrigued, so sorry, you'll have to talk to him about it yourself. Stop yelling, Marky. Got a lot of the notebooks here, Letters. Yes, all my notes on the hobo code, more notes on codes and languages in general, as well as my studies on radio telemetry, telegraphy, and telephony. I think my aunt's recipe book is in there somewhere too. Did you write all these in code? I can't make out a single word. No, that's just my handwriting. I see. Last thing. Say letters, what's with this poster? Those are some general purpose hobo code glyphs I'm working on. There's a bunch of them that are blacked out though. So? Yes, well, they're still experimental, so I decided it would be wisest to take some precautions. Ah, well, see you letters. Go get some hobo code. Hey, hello, Gus. Hello there. Can you teach me some hobo code? Ah, you're a student of letters and of letters. I'll be glad to help. He searches his pockets for a dry piece of paper but can't find any, so he scratches some glyphs into the dirt with a stick. Hobo code knowledge increased. Thanks. This is as cozy and inviting as it's possible for a barrel of burning garbage to be. Warm your hands. There's now 0 risk of your knuckles seizing up to the cold. +3 cold armor. Warm hand. Oh, that's nice. Do you have any hobo codes? Sure. He fishes an old store receipt out of his pocket and draws some very small symbols for you to squint at. Nice. Thanks. Hey, Dusty, got any hobo code tips to share? Oh, Letters gave you the lowdown on the code, eh? Sure, I can teach you a character or two. She pulls an old copy of the racing form out of her pocket and scribbles some glyphs into the margin with a pencil. Thanks. Hi, Veronica. Hello, dearie. Can you teach me any hobo code? Certainly, dear. In fact, I think I still have my notes from when I was learning it myself. She rifles through her handbag for a moment and hands you an old sheet of notebook paper with some squiggly glyphs written on it. Thanks. We'll talk to the king last. Going to grub. We're going to talk to this guy. Hello again. Got any requests? What you're playing right now is pretty great. Let's stick with that. You got it. What about, do you know any hobo code you could teach me? Sure thing. This one here means arpeggio. These two pointy ones are crescendo and decrescendo. And this one here is a treble clef. Thanks. Appreciate it. I know hobo code, or music in hobo code. Whatever. Hey, Washi. Hey, Festus. How's it going? How about, do you know any hobo code you could teach me? Sure, I know the word washboard and some words that kind of describe the sounds a washboard makes, but they aren't real useful as actual words. He teaches them to you anyways. Thanks. And they're all asleep. Johnny. Hey, Johnny. Hello, what can I do for you? Letter said, can you teach me some hobo code? Ah, yes, according to the hobo code code, I am, of course, obliged to assist, but first let me test you. Convince me of your worthiness, and I'll grant you a boon. I'll get back to you on that. Letter said you're working on some kind of secret plan. Oh, did he? He wouldn't say what it was, though. Certainly not. That information is mine alone to divulge, so... Will you divulge it? You are practically a stranger here. I apologize, but I cannot jeopardize operational security. Shucks. Well... I'll come back here later. No SIGs there. I guess we could go... Let's go to Brewster's, because we haven't been there. Then we'll go to Plunkett Street if we can't find anything. Oh, hey. Fast-talking salesman approaches you and starts his pitch before you can cross the street to avoid him. Say there, would you like to purchase a set of encyclopedias? Absolutely not. I thought you might say that. Understandable, understandable. What if I told you that this was no ordinary encyclopedia? Do you think that's something you're likely to tell me? So likely as to be certain. Step a little closer, would you? You would. You take a step toward him. He opens his trench coat to reveal a set of dog-eared paperback books. This is no collection of boring facts. This is an encyclopedia of blue humor, a multi-volume collection of the lewd and lascivious, a trove of truly tasteless treasure. It's a set of books of dirty jokes. Precisely, and it's yours for the obscenely low price of 200 meat. Set of dog-eared paperbacks filled with offensive jokes. Somebody must have carefully assembled this set of individual volumes found in filthy public bathrooms. Grants an upgradable skill. Heard 'em all. Give sleaze armor. Then will grant an upgradable sleaze armor perk. No thanks. I see. You want the book. You just don't want all these people seeing you buy it. He sweeps his arm around, gesturing at nobody. Oh, what people? I just don't want it. He winks. I'll find you later, somewhere more private. Slowly back away from him. Cool. The message in hobo code. Translate it. The code says, nice lady, but she only likes salesmen. Ah, well, not super useful to a non-hobo, but at least you got some translation practice. Cool. Hey, they're called tulips, but in this case there are 3 of them. Hey, what's this? There are some filthworm larvae wriggling around in the planter. You milk them. Fustulent Grulch. This is definitely the most fustulent of the Grulches you're carrying around. The door isn't locked. Head inside? Sure. As you enter the boarding house, you discover some kind of hullabaloo, or perhaps a kerfuffle. A stern-looking middle-aged lady is surrounded by 6 agitated men, all tight, talking over each other. Listen in. Gentlemen, I insist you settle down at once. We won't get to the bottom of this with you all acting like panicked school children. Miss Brewster, you've got to call the cops. What this town calls police, I wouldn't trust to solve a jigsaw puzzle, let alone a serious crime, and I won't have those hooligans turning my house upside down. There's been a murder. Somebody has to do something. What you can all do is go to your rooms and let me think. Good gracious. The men file up the stairs, abashed but still fidgeting nervously. Talk to the woman. Excuse me? Miss Brewster sighs, desperated. I'm sorry, I don't have any vacancies, or, well, I suppose I do, but I can't let you have the room until this whole mess has been sorted out. One of those men said something about a murder? Yes, it's absolutely ghastly. One of my lodgers was murdered in the night, and nobody heard or saw anything. I'm practically at my wit's end. Maybe I can help. My name's Festus Thompson Jr. I'm kind of an independent investigator sort of thing. Oh, like the Belgium fellow in the mystery novels? What? Sure. Well, that's marvelous. If you can solve this mystery, I can pay you quite reasonably. Okay, it's a deal. Thank goodness. What can you tell me about the victim? He was a traveling salesman. All my lodgers are traveling salesmen. What did he sell? Oh, they come and go so frequently, I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest idea. Well, how did he die? I'm not sure. The body is missing. Look, you'd better just go and have a look for yourself. He was in 3C. I locked the door so that no one would mess around in there. Key to room 3C, the victim's room, in Miss Brewster's boarding house. Alright. Check it out, Gabby. Tiny oil paintings of previous boarders. The radio plays agreeable music at a polite volume. This potted flower saw nothing. Bathroom door is locked. Only Miss Brewster's allowed into the kitchen. Right. Upstairs. So, knock on the door. You should probably check out the crime scene in 3C before trying to do that. It's a communal hat rack, but nobody's using it at the moment. 3C's probably upstairs. Shoes. Some high-heeled shoes have been carelessly left in the hallway. You're not sure which aspect of this would upset Miss Brewster the most. Take the shoes. Extra high heels. Elegant shoes for a sophisticated ambulation. Makes your steps higher. Nice. The 2 pointy-leafed plants are holding the frondy one hostage. Oh. It's room 3C at the site of the incident. You unlock the door and put the key in the secret pocket you use for things that won't ever need to be referred to again. Enter. You step into room 3C and discover, holy crap! A massive pool of blood on the floor, and like Miss Brewster said, there's no body in sight. Investigate. Holy jeez, is there even this much blood inside a person? This rug looks pretty ordinary. Check underneath it. Roll up the rug and, whoa, what the heck? There's a crazy occult diagram underneath it. The lines and glyphs appear to have been burned into the floor. You can see little blobs of melted candle wax at the point of the dodecagram, and it even smells faintly of weird incense. Was this some kind of ritual killing? Great, like a regular old murder wasn't enough. Ordinary wash basin, no clues here. There's also a mirror. Check yourself for clues. Look at yourself in the mirror. Hey, Festus. Smile. There you go. Good looking. Frown. I was wrong. Worry. Cringe. Freak out. Close your eyes. Go back to normal. Wardrobe is locked. The window's locked, so the killer must have come from inside the house. Nothing interesting about the bed except that it's next to a massive pool of... Well, there's not a whole lot here. It'd be best if you report back to Miss Brewster first. Damn it. Alright. I will report back. Hi, Miss Brewster. Well, Miss Brewster, I've had a look in room 3C. Did you find anything? I found a huge pool of blood. It was really gross. You find anything else? Yes, actually, in a cult ritual circle. What? Oh my goodness, you think it was some kind of black magic sacrifice? I'm afraid it looks that way, yes, ma'am. Well, I've always felt the lodger's religion was no business of mine, but I won't stand for this one bit. Are any of your lodgers involved with the occult? Do you know? I do recall that one of them specializes in selling occult supplies and paraphernalia, but I'm afraid I don't remember which one. You'll have to ask around. Okie dokie. Let's start with the first floor. No, that's just a bathroom. Let's start with the second floor. There's no response. You try the knob, but the door's locked. Room 2D, but really they're all 2D if you think about it. Haha. You knock on the door and a nervous-looking salesman peeks up. I'm warning you, I'm armed. Oh, I know you. Yeah, I think we've met before. You sell derringers, right? That's right, yes, you should buy one. There's a murderer on the loose. Actually, I'm investigating the murder. Oh, thank God somebody is. What do you know about the other salesman here? I know that there's a guy who sells occult stuff. I gave him a wide berth, though. All I know about him is that he doesn't live in the room below the sunglasses. Sunglasses salesman. I see. Neither of them are the victim, by the way. Okay, thank you. Knock on the door and a salesperson pokes his head out. Yeah, what can I do for you? I'm investigating the murder. Ah, yeah, real grisly business. Do you know the other salesmen that live here? Not really, just the guy who sells those little Derringer pistols. He was complaining about the guy who lives right above him. That's the trinkets and baubles guy, because he keeps making a racket dropping stuff on the floor at night. That probably doesn't help you much, though. Well, it's something. Thanks. Who's there? I'm not opening this door with a killer on the loose. I'm investigating the murder. Do you have any information that would help? There's a salesman here who specializes in occult stuff. That seems pretty suspicious to me. Which room is he in? I'm not sure, but it isn't the one above me. He doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim either. Thanks. This guy's dropping stuff. You knock on the door, a voice calls out without opening it. Hello? Hi, I'm investigating the murder. How well do you know the other salesman here? I don't know any of these guys, although I think there's a guy who sells brushes who's neighbors with a guy who sells paints. Okay, thanks. Knocking on the door, and a salesman looks out. Hello? Who are you? I'm investigating the murder. What can you tell me about the people who live here? Well, I pretty much keep to myself. All I know about this other salesman is that the one who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. What? Nothing. Thanks. Knock on the door and the salesman opens it. Hey there, something I can help you with? While I'm investigating the murder. Oh, no kidding? Well, I was hoping you could give me some information about the people who live here. I don't really know any of these guys. There's a fellow that sells jokes and gags somewhere on this floor, I think, and there's a guy that sells pants, but I can tell you about him. But all I can tell you about him is that he isn't the guy right below me. Sorry, no problem. Thanks anyways. So the guy right below Jade's guy is the occult guy. Who is it? Again, could you repeat what you told me before? I forgot to write it down. All I know is the guy who sells the occult stuff doesn't live above me, and he doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim. Got it. 2A is the occult stuff. Right? Doesn't live in the room below the sunglasses. Fuck. I thought I had it. This guy sells trinkets. Jokes and gags guy. So, jokes and gags guy. Jokes and gags guy. Shades. Trinkets or other weird shit. This isn't the occult guy. So it's 2B then? It's easy, Miss Brewster. Who lives in 2C? They didn't answer and the door's locked. That's because 2C is my room. Oh, well, can I have a look inside? Certainly not. That's private. And you can't possibly imagine I would kill one of my own lodgers. That would be terrible for business. I guess you have a point there. Hi there, Miss Brewster. Have you solved the case yet? Well, I figured out who the cultist is. Maybe if we confront him with it, he'll either confess or give us some usable information. Are you certain you know which one he is? I won't have you accusing the wrong person. Well, let me double check my notes. 2B. Fuck it, we'll go with 2B. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright, shall we gather everyone together at the scene of the crime so we can do a dramatic reveal like in the novels? Sure, if you want. I must say, this whole murder business is simply dreadful, but it's the most interesting thing to happen here in years. You head up to 3C, and after a few minutes, Miss Brewster meets you there with the salesman in tow. Alright, well, I suppose you're all wondering why I've gathered you here today. I assumed it was so you could tell us who did the murder? Yeah, that was my guess too. Right, yeah. Well, as you can see by this weird circle on the floor, this killing probably had occult significance. Therefore, the most likely candidate is the occult goods salesman, who is the guy in 2B. Where the fuck was this guy? What? No, I don't. No, I don't. I sell pants. I'm the one who sells occult stuff, and I didn't kill anyone. This isn't even one of my circles. Well, nuts. Suddenly, the wardrobe door flies open, and a salesman jumps out. Haha! I fooled you all pretty good. What the? Who the heck are you? I'm the victim. I sell jokes and gags and stuff. How do you like my new giant fake rubber pool of blood? Isn't it a scream? Oh my god. Here, let me give you something for being such a good sport, kid. Wear it in good health. This ring bears the insignia of Fraternal Order of Traveling Salesmen, which is difficult to make out at this small size, but it might be a farmer's daughter. Makes you more likely to encounter traveling salesmen. Okay. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta roll this blood back up, and 9 people in this tiny room is 8 too many. Return to the law. Well, at least that was all resolved with a minimum of fuss. I hope you don't expect to get paid after that dismal attempt at mystery solving, though. Well, at least it was an experience. Well, good day. Alright, we got Tentacle House. Let's go to Plunkett Street. You find your path unexpectedly blocked by a huge pile of junk. Broken down car, a busted lamppost, a coach with the springs poking out of it, and a wide variety of other assorted trash. Geez, what happened here? Oh, Gabby has a memory of it. There was an accident a couple of weeks ago. That car had a tire break and smashed on the lamppost. That explains the car and lamppost, but why are they still here? And what's with all this other junk? The crash takeaways are all contractors now, and who wanted to pay for it? Nobody. So the car waits there, and people put junk there because that's the place where junk is. Huh, well, I guess we go around it. No, not in the street. That's dangerous. Look at that lamppost for what a car can do. Well, sure, but the traffic isn't bad right now, and here, it's not any problem. Gabby starts picking up junk and stacking it out of the way, clearing a path through the middle of the pile. Thanks, Gabby, but that's not really... Heave-ha! With a mighty shove, Gabby knocks the wrecked car over on its side and wrestles it into a parking spot. Wow. Haha, Gabby sure showed that car where a car goes. Woo. Gabby's muscle increases by 1. Yeah, if this antiques thing doesn't work out, you could get a job threatening to park people's cars for them. Continue on your way. Alright. Hey, hello, how's the grenade project going? I threw all 6 of them and 3 of them blew up in my face. 3 out of 6 isn't too bad. I think I can still sell them. In exchange for your research, I'll give you a discount from now on. How much of a discount? 200 meat in total savings across all future purchases. Here you go. This seems less like a discount and more like a flat reward. I just don't like doing arithmetic. Do you have any who have 6? Thanks. Go back. Church's house. Yar there, sailor. Yar, Captain. Any word on those smokes? Oh, your smokes, right. Aren't you worried about getting the ashes mixed up, Amar? Just leave them on the table if you please, Captain. Put the cigarettes on the tray. Put the cigarettes on the tray and quickly hatch a plan. Approaching the 5th urn, you put on Captain Dirch's voice again. Arr, matey! Your smokes be upon the table as you wanted. Appreciate it, Captain. And you hide behind the captain who is snoring in his chair. After a time, the bookcase slides aside and an unshaven, shifty-looking guy pokes his head out and glances around surreptitiously. Then he tiptoes over to the table, picks up the pack of cigarettes, and returns to the secret door. The bookcase slides shut behind him. Well, yeah, what do you know? It's the shelf that guy came out from behind of, or rather, the shelf out of which from behind of which camest that guy. Inspect the bookcase. You gotta push the bookshelf aside, but it's locked in place. There must be a catch. I mean, literally. Check practical secret doors for the home handyman. Tilt the book forward and nothing happens. So you pull the book all the way off the shelf and nothing happens. So you flip the book open and start rifling through the pages until you find one with the page corner turned down. A diagram on the page shows the 3 most common unobtrusive latch mechanisms for bookshelf-based secret doors, and on closer inspection, this bookcase is using the second one. Now you can open the secret door whenever you're ready. Nice. Enter. Give a respectful salute to all these dead soldiers. Maybe this guy thinks it's treasure, but it looks like trash to you. Hey, what are you doing in, Were you seriously about to ask me what I'm doing in here? Yeah, even as I was saying it, it sounded stupid. How did you find me? I hid and watched when you came out for your smokes. Oh, that was you, huh? I thought the captain's voice didn't sound quite right. What's the deal? Well, it's basically just what it looks like. It looks like you're hiding in this old man's house to rob him while he sleeps. In that case, it's not at all what it looks like. I'm listening. I'll admit, at first I was planning on robbing him. I figured an old sea captain must have his secret treasure, right? He wasn't a pirate. No, it turned out he's just a lonely old man with nobody to talk to, except, well, his old sailing buddies. So I started hanging out back here and chatting with him through the wall. He didn't find it strange? He was a little spooked at first, but once I'd gotten a handle on how the different voices should sound and learned enough to keep up with the anecdotes, he relaxed. It's nice to have someone to talk to, even if the situation is kind of weird, right? That's all? You do this just because you feel sorry for him? Well, yeah, well, I won't pretend I don't like having somewhere to stay rent-free. His pension from the shipping company is pretty good, and his short-term memory is kind of bad, so he doesn't pay much attention to the fact that he's buying food for 2 people. He's a good guy, and it's an easy life. Don't screw it up for us, okay? Wait, what is it to you anyway? I'm here about the stolen urn. Oh, yeah, that was probably a mistake. He'd mentioned the 5th sailor a few times, so I thought he might like to have the whole crew together, you know? So I lifted a random urn from that little cathedral to fill the spot. Seemed like a good idea at the time. The Vicar needs it back. Okay, it'll be weird if it just vanishes though. Can you swap it for another one? The captain doesn't open them, so he won't notice if there's no ashes in it. I'll do it. For the captain. So now I need another urn? I don't have another anything, do I? Well. Alright, that's not helpful. I don't remember what my main mission is. What was I doing? Um, I got very distracted. Well, let's head to the tentacle house and get more distracted. Well-dressed man flags you down. Excuse me there, my good chap. Might you have a match on your person? I'm afraid not. Oh, that just won't do. What if you should have cause to set something alight in the future? Here, take one of mine. Match. Reliable, if expendable source of a very small amount of fire. The man tips his hat to you and scurries off before you can thank him. What a strange exchange. This is a tentacle house. This is the front door into that calamari factory riot. Oh boy. Seems like this house used to be quite nice. Tall ceilings, nice wallpaper, fancy molding everywhere. Now, however, the wallpaper is peeling, the plaster's crumbling, and there's tentacles poking out everywhere. The real fixer-upper. Hello, anyone call for a tentacle exterminator? I don't think anyone called for a tentacle exterminator, but if you want to do some pro bono extermination anyway, I also don't think anyone's going to stop you. Well, except maybe the tentacles. Go. Toilet is old and damaged, but it appears to still be functional. Flush it. Hooray! This sink has a cracked bowl and a grubby tap. Investigate. Look at it. Somebody lost a ring in the drain, and fortunately your fingers are just long enough to grab it. Jagged ring. When you apply bleeding, apply extra too. Luckily, it's only sharp on the outside. Bathtub is filled with a fluid you'd rather not consider. Oh, swell. A massive colony of roaches in the walls. This house is a real peach. Milk the roaches. What? You heard me. Milk those bad boys. Alright, well, since you voluntarily took insectology, I guess you aren't particularly grossed out by bugs and roaches in particular. I, however, didn't and am, so you can write the narration for it yourself. You can tell that this was used for something horrible. Hoarded grease. The stove is remarkably clean on the outside. Check on the inside. Ah yes, all the filth is on the inside. That makes sense, I guess. These tentacles must have been in the mood for a snack. Give them an attack instead. Yeah. Yeah. Ouchie. Slappity slap slap. Nice. Got tentacle hat band. You're not entirely sure that the inside of the tentacle is any different than the outside, but if it is, this is some of the outside part. Add +1 spooky armor to your hat. Eldritch the Mockingbird grows stronger. There's exactly one drawer left intact. Jackpot, it was a junk drawer. You grab the choicest bits. Match and sharpening stone. Add 1 bonus damage to a weapon. This is such a high quality sharpening stone that it even works on things that don't have blades. This refrigerator almost certainly contains horrors beyond your reckoning. No horrors, just some very old food. Nasty leftovers. 3 tentacles have erupted from the floorboards here. Interrupt the eruptors. Nice. Easy peasy. 3 down, God knows how many to go. Excellent. This door is locked. Alright, upstairs we go. Rickety stairs lead to the 2nd floor. Go up. Into glass. Bedroom. Surprisingly clean wardrobe. Check inside. Empty but for a single hanger. Wire coat hanger. You're not sure why anybody would want to wear a coat made of wire, but whatever. Even the 2nd story is infested with tentacles. Fight them. Got him. You have rendered this room very slightly less terrible, as is my sworn duty. Can't even begin to guess what kind of furniture this was. Sure I can. Okay then, Swiney Pants, what do you think it was? How about a futon? Nope, wrong guess. Guess again. A game table? Wrong. An end table. Guess again. Was it a vanity? Incorrect. Was it a armoire? I think it was an armoire. Wrong. It was a rocking chair. Nope, wrong. Guess again. It was a director's chair. Guess again. A mantle. A hutch. A bookshelf. Was it an ironing board? A writing desk. How about a footrest? Armoire. A chase lounge. A mirror. Was an window shades? A hat stand. How about a sofa bed? Was it a garden bench? I think it was a coffee table. Bassinet. A hall tree. A cot. Dining room table. Chandelier. Deck chair. It was a couch. Was it an office chair? Hope chest. Okay. Give up. I told you you wouldn't guess it. Yeah. This nightstand is mercifully tentacle free. Check the drawers. The top drawer is filled with dirty handkerchiefs. Wah. But you find a jewelry box and a key in the bottom. A small jewelry box which will come in handy if you need to move some jewelry from place to place and you don't want to wear it on the trip. Tentacle house key. You found this key in a nightstand at the tentacle. Open it. You dump out the jewelry box's contents, which are so exciting that you forgot to keep the box itself. Back on stone pendant. A glistening gem from the old world. Legend says these are made of the tears of a long-dead species of elf, but legend isn't really clear on why they smell like that. Amethyst choker. The tightness of this necklace makes your neck muscles stand out more than you grimace. Okay, what does this do? +1 muscle. On the outside of a dog, this ring would look really good. Increase your familiar's muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 3 at the start of combat. Friendship. Shiny. I have to... Nice to have. Card table. Can I actually guess this right? I feel like am I getting new ants? Oh. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna get this. Alright, one more. Alright, give up. I don't know if that's actually solvable or is it just there to mess with me. The store is barred from the other side. If the bar is anything like the rest of this house, though, it won't take much to break. I don't have any muscle. How much muscle do I have? I have at least... I have 2 muscle. Well... Probably goes to the locked door. Unlock it. Click, you leave the key in the lock for safekeeping. Head down the stairs. Jeez, it's dark down here. Sure is. Hi, Gabby. Fuse box. Investigate. All of the fuses are missing. That explains the light, I guess. Insert one. Fuse. Hooray! Now it's slightly less dark. Shelf full of long expired cleaning products. This is the dirtiest broom you've ever seen. Grab it. Now it's the dirtiest broom you've ever owned. The world's dirtiest broom. You haven't actually seen them all, but you can't imagine a dirtier one than this. Heals your muscle +2 physical damage, reduce target's muscle by 1. Huh. Holy dang, what is that thing? Oh. No. Birdie, no. Oh boy. I do 5? It just healed. You're fucking me. Damn. Why you gotta heal? Why you gotta do that? Oh, stop. Please. Stop. This is gonna be a long fight. Man, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, I can pretty much just lower his HP by 1 each time. He keeps fucking healing. Like, what am I supposed to do? Alright, this is gonna be the world's longest fucking fight, guys. Can I... Alright, used all of my items, but that's okay. Bam, dead. You won, those tentacles have wriggled their last waggle, and the giant mutant rat probably in a better place now. Excellent. Shelf full of, yep. Seeds. Here's the problem. There's a hole in this bag of tentacle seeds. Some of them must have fallen on the old dirt floor and sprouted. Clean them up. You dispose of the bag and pick up the handful of remaining seeds. Tentacle seeds. A company that sells these things has never done a satisfactory job of explaining why. Throw a tentacle to aid you in combat. Washing machine needs to be washed and repaired and completely replaced. I feel like that was not really worth my time. Alright, well. I went to Tentacle House, I guess. Shoot the fat. Long before you actually turn the corner, you hear two Glocklins playing their high-pitched plinkety glockenspiels extremely loudly. By the time you actually get up to them, well, you're not totally deaf, but you wish you were. Geez, you two, can you tone it down a bit? Ha! Tone it down, say you? What about if we it up tone? They start playing even louder. It's like if someone loaded a Tommy gun with pixie dust and shot you through the ears. Friendship ring. Nice. You won. Your eardrums are eternally grateful. Nice. FSSL goes the hunt for the watch. Oh yeah, still looking. Huh. Wait. Needed to talk to you about something, didn't I? Hey, good to see you. See you up. We've had quite a morning already. See that bookshelf over there? Just bought it. It's a real rare find. Festus came from a 17th century cargo ship, the Mustflower. Well, that's quite a providence for a bookshelf. Yeah, it was the ship's wheel. Captain brought the Mustflower out of dock. Couldn't steer, drove into a starfish. Whole thing sank instantly. Anyways, anything I can help you with? See your name in the visitors book at St. Polycarp's. Oh, sure, I do a little whittling to pass the time now and again, and sometimes I go to St. Polycarp's to look at their gargoyles here. Have one. He opens his desk drawer and tosses you a little wooden gargoyle on a leather cord. Little wooden gargoyle on a leather strap whittled by Charles Wallace. The base has the motto, Keep on Truckin' carved into it. +1 spooky. Oh, neat, thanks. Let me ask you something. Anything I can help you with? Charles seems preoccupied. He keeps checking his pockets and the drawers of his desk. Lose something? Yeah, I seem to have misplaced the chuck key to my drill. What's a chuck key, Charles? Little twisty thing for tightening the chuck on a drill. Any idea where you lost it? It can't have gone too far. The cord on this thing got stuck in the outlet, and it's not long enough for me to drill anything that isn't in this neighborhood. I could help you look for it. Yeah, that'd be great. Like I said, it's gotta be nearby. Just wander around, I'm sure it'll turn up. There's a button on your map labeled Wander that will allow you to have a random encounter without going anywhere. You can also wander while looking at the map by pressing space. Try that now. Huh. Stop dead in your tracks when you see three of those weird fishmen lurking in the mouth of an alley up ahead. They're peering around with their glistening, staring eyes and glurbling at each other quietly. So one of them notices you. It and its two companions start stalking toward you, making wet growling sounds. Ah, geez. What even are you guys? Blurb? Well, are you evil invaders, or are you natives that were displaced by urban development seeking to reclaim what's rightfully yours? The fishermen confer briefly. Evil? Okay, thanks, as long as we're on the same page. Shove past them. You ain't got time. I ain't got time for this malarkey. Gotta get out of my way, chum. You shove past the fishermen, whose slimy hands can't find purchase to grab you, and stride away. They glurble angrily at you, but either they're too startled to make any further issue of it, or they're trying to basically keep a low profile. Either way, you make it out of there unscathed, except for the fish slime. Whew. Hands in the air, bucko. You're on Tin Lizzie turf, and this is a stick-up. You turn to see a woman in oil-stained coveralls pointing a gun-like tool in your direction. What the? Is that a cocking gun? Stick-up isn't usually such a literal phrase. Actually, it's a grease gun, so I guess it's more like a slick-up, haha. Gross. Everybody's a critic. Give me your wallet. Grab her gun. You pull out your wallet and nervously fumble it, dropping it at the woman's feet. When she growls and reaches for it, you swiftly grab her wrist and twist the grease gun out of her hand. Hey! Looks like the grease is on the other, lug nut? Honestly, I don't know anything about cars. You're gonna regret messing with the Tin Lizzies. I'm gonna regret touching this filthy grease gun more. Go on, scram. This isn't really intended to be used as a weapon, but that's never stopped you before. Deals your Moxie +2 sleaze damage. Nice and smooth. Hey, you see a glint of metal underneath a nearby bush. Hey, this must be that thing Charles Wallace lost. Charles Chuck E. Charles says this thing performs some sort of drilled-related function. Take it back to Charles. I got your key, man. Hey there, Festus. Any luck finding my Chuck key? Yep, found it. That's it, thank you. Where'd you find it? Under a bush. Oh yeah, probably that bush I was drilling holes in the other day. Well now, what can I do for you? Nothing right now. Well, that's... There's a chess. See if anybody wants to play. Anybody want to play chess? Not me, never learn. Jessica? Sure, sit down to play. Sit down and Jessica sits opposite of you. I'll play white. Jessica advances one of her rooks. How do you respond? The Duba Knight. Jessica chuckles. Dang it. Jessica moves a knight and captures one of your pawns. What's your play? Bend your queen with a pawn. Jessica chose. Oh, crap. Jessica advances one of her bishops. How do you respond? The frozen rook ruse. Ho ho ho! Jessica frowns. Nice move. Jessica moves a pawn and captures one of your bishops. How do you respond? Advance one of your rooks. Jessica grins. Well, darn. Jessica moves a pawn and captures one of your pawns. Now what? Defend your rook with a queen. Jessica just suppresses a laugh. Darn it. Checkmate. Well played, Jessica. Leave the table. Alright. Fridge factory, I think. You're unexpectedly surrounded by three Glocklins menacingly playing their glockenspiels at you, which is a real trick if you think about it. Hey, what gives? This is a muggery. We insist on it that you to us all of your meat give. But what? All of it? That's crazy. I guess that is a little extreme. Save instead 5 meat. I'll fight you instead. Ow. Who's got the most health? You do. You die first. Got him. You won. The goblins scamper away. One of them drops a piece of paper that appears to be a map to their hideout. The Glockenspielery flyer. It's an advertising flyer for a Glockenspiel store. Read it. The flyer says that Gideon's Glockenspielery is your one-stop shop for Glockenspiels and Glockenspiel accessories. It hopefully includes the address. Now I know where Glockenspiel store is. What does this do? Does physical. Gotta make a deal. You again, so you ready to join the party or what? Yeah, you ready to join the party, huh? Fancy quit it or I'm gonna slug you right in the mush. Would you take 100? Gee, mister, I'd love to join, but I've never had that much scratch. Would you take 100? I wouldn't normally agree to that, but you seem like a good kid. Sure, why not? Thanks and welcome to the club. Yeah, welcome. Thanks, I guess. Here's your membership ring. He hands you a ring and the whole group of mobsters wander off, divvying up your meat as they go. This ring marks you as a member of an elite society of people who pay bribes to extortionate criminals in order to achieve your non-criminal goals. Gain 3 to 5 extra meat after combat. Huh, this organization is actually real? Bum egg? Time to check out the factory. Refrigerator truck, but not the kind you're probably thinking of. If 2 counts as a fleet, they have a whole fleet of these things. Full of chemicals. The cold temperatures here have attracted a swarm of Drosophila glacialicus. Collect some droppings. Frosty flakes. It's like snow, but in flake form. Can you even imagine? There's a pretty flower growing out of this patch of frosty industrial waste. It's probably a metaphor for something you don't understand. Boxes of miscellaneous discarded industrial junk. Dig through them. One of these old coils is still pretty good shape. Refrigeration coil. Mana charge refrigeration coil. If you can't figure out anything useful to do with it, you could always just sell it. Old toolbox has been left here to rust. See what's inside. Sharpening stone, something. Opening the store would make a lot of noise and draw a lot of attention, also you don't actually know how to open it. These fridges are brand new and empty. What's up, Gab? Hey, wow, look at it. Look at what? Gabby's skin. What? Gabby holds out an arm. Her skin does seem a little different, like it's getting tougher and leatherier places. Gabby's adapting to the prevalent conditions. Haha. Gabby gains 3 physical armor. Huh. I didn't know goblins could do that. I'm a little jealous. Workbench doesn't seem big enough for refrigerator repairs. Make some stuff. Just have tools for fixing upright refrigerators. See what's inside. Spray on asbestos. My favorite. What's up, D4? Train control. The control booth is locked from the inside. Somebody's gonna be in big trouble. Looks like something is going down over there. Hide and watch. All there, all 40 cases. It's all there, Gluck. You got the meat. Mr. Poindexter, what are you doing here? Surprise inspection. Oh no. Curious. What the heck? There seems to be a bit of a standoff between the mob guys and the other ones cautiously approach. Scary top hat nerd stares at you with barely any expression on his face apart from a faint sneer. It appears that we have an interloper, and you are? Festus Thompson Jr. What's wrong with your hat? I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. It's all spooky and like in cutting a hole cutting a hole in the world. I have no time for this nonsense, Mr. Gluck. Yup. Curious, regardless, please dispatch this interloper, Mr. Gluck. Uh-oh. Top hat guy gives a taut nod, then leaves the same way he came in a horrible weird spiral of negative space. The weird shadow monster that was once a person turns to face you. Hello? Shadows begin to gather around you, abstract menacing shapes. Hey, you mob guys, can I get you to give me a hand with this? Considering the newly terrified Mr. Gluck is between us and the exit, seems like we got no choice. Take on Gluck. Good job. Oh. Help me, tentacle boy. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Um. Oh, God. Tentacle man, do something. Hell yeah. Slap him. Good job, Gabby. Ow. Dead. Not dead. Now he's dead. Thanks, Tentacle. With the shadow creatures defeated, the two mob guys brush themselves off. Ooh, this caper has got me all balled up. And how? This whole scene is nutty as a squirrel's mistress. Come on, let's... Scray. Tip their hats to you and make for the door. Investigate what's left of the guy. He mostly dissolves into a cloud of that weird shadow stuff, but there are a few objects on the ground. Pocket watch, a bank pouch, and an official-looking document of some sort. Dangerous pocket watch. The ticking of this pocket watch sounds hollow and ominous. You don't like it. It's just wrong. Any cash payment that's too small for a briefcase must be contained in a leather zipper pouch. It's the law. Legal document regarding an illegal establishment. Deed to the speakeasy. Take a quick look at the document. It turns out this Gluck guy was the owner of the speakeasy, and now you are, maybe. Is that how deeds work? Well, what do you know? This booze looks dangerous, and it also appears to be tainted with some kind of sinister magical energy. Uh-oh, this fridge is plugged in. A little note on it says, experimental, not for lunches. Open it. Fridge has been fitted with an experimental automatic ice cube maker. Unfortunately, it's made one single gigantic ice cube that fills the entire fridge. I guess if you ever need a block of ice as big as you are, here's where you can get it. Alright. You don't have to leave the building to open your map, by the way. You can just click the napkin. I know! I want to. Well, back we go. On your way to wherever, you run into a cool guy wearing some cool sunglasses strutting down the avenue. Hey, baby, what's happening? Hi. I can see you dig the shades. You got good taste. What the what? You like my sunglasses? Oh, gotcha. I don't think anyone calls them shades for at least another 20 years, though. I pride myself on being on the cutting edge. He flips open his coat, showing you rows of sunglasses inside. Care to buy yourself a pair? For you, only 25 each. When you're wearing these, nobody can see that embarrassing thing your left eye is always doing. +1 box. Sure, it's a deal. Now that's what I like to hear. He takes you meet, expertly selects the best pair of sunglasses for you from the lining of his coat. Looks good, baby. Nice doing business with you. Continue on your way. Not even that good. Ah, well. On the watch, it was complicated. I'd be more surprised if you told me it was simple. Well, you know the drill. Strap it on, and jump into the uncursing machine. The pocket watch. It doesn't just uncurse the thing and get some sleep, okay? You look like you've been through the ringer. I won't dispute that. Sit in the chair, which is surprisingly comfortable, and pull the weird metal dome thing down over your head. What would you like to incurse today? A dangerous pocket watch. The machine snorts the pocket watch up into its dome and it begins its strange and loud work. The pocket watch is pulled this way and that. It ticks become hits, and it's toxic. Oh god, pots. My brain can't comprehend. And as its three hands are forcibly bent back, you swear you hear screams. And then it's done. The watch falls into your lap, hands now set to 144126. You got an item, uncursed pocket watch. Now that it's free of the taint of that shadow energy, it's just a boring regular watch. To think about it, though, being on time for things is kind of like a magic power. Reduce an enemy's muscle mysticality and locks by 3 once per fight. The watch's curse now resides within the machine. Wanna project your consciousness into it? Why not? In your mind's eye, you see the hands of a pocket watch spin back on themselves with jittery violence. With each revolution, the face of the watch itself expands until it is larger than you, and the building, and the street. Your whole world lives in the blur of the fast-running hands, which you see life go by in reverse time. Submarines turn to long ships, cities to stone dwellings, cowboys to courtesans. You are traveling faster and faster to the beginning of time itself, and there's no telling when this ride will end. Hold on tight. Radio isn't tuned to a station. Calliope is still sleeping on her towel. Eat the cat. Oh. It's that door to nowhere. Open the door. Those... What? Those 2 salad forks? No, you lack the opposable thumbs necessary to turn the doorknob. You're completely contained in here unless you figure out how to open the door. I don't know anything about dexterity. I'm a dinosaur. Rawr. The chess set. The cosmic battle between light and dark, church and horses. Check for messages. You check the message pad next to the phone. There's a note for you. Dinosaur. No phone number. Jessica looks pretty busy. To do, open a door, eat Jessica, eat Charles, eat Gabby, eat Cat. Go full of books. Murray's desk pile with books and paper. Alright, eat Jessica. Which strangers afflicts thee? Never mind, for the sun transits the horizon, and I grow ever the more in need of thy assistance. Understand, whilst you sleep under this roof, thou art my lodger, and a signature on this paperwork is by me required. When did you start talking like this? Ogre-bore. Provocative remarks, sir. And by the well made. Can you open these doors for me? Snurgurg? Curious, sir, for I do not believe those doors to be locked. Well, what do I know? And thou wilt find in the telephone table thither a key to satisfy thy need. Your leave. Eat Charles. Grach! How easy does it, baby? We're all hungry. You open the door for me? Arg narg nor. Huh? What's that? Greta garbled? Please help, I am a dinosaur. Narg rar ar. Yeah, baby, yeah. Knock the chair over. You gained 1 dex. Yeah. Knock it over. Yeah. Festus. Eat Gabby. Whoa there, hoss. What's got y'all horns and rattles? Been dipping into those nose paint again? Gabby doesn't talk like that. Rog. Sure is, partner. Sure is. Hey, Gabby, I'm a dinosaur. Argorf. Whoopa, pew, pew. Am the quickest draw in the west. Sure enough. Arg, can you open the door for me? Oh, don't know. Never had a head for puzzles, Festus. That's got me right funkified. Break it down. Humph, you slap your prehistoric tummy against the wood, but it doesn't even make a dent. Maybe that's why the dinosaurs went extinct, could open doors. Rawr. Hit the chessboard. Jump, jump. Flip the table. Yeah! Relax, baby. Pull out the drawers. Yeah! Oh, behave. Open the... Whoops. Open the desk drawer. Yeah, you expect a considerable effort wrangling your claw around the knob only to find the drawers locked. Eat the phone. Chomp. Eat the table. Your stomach is bigger than your brain. You devour the entire table in a few quick bites. The key to the doors now lies safe and sound in your desk or stomach. Real groovy pocket watch you've got there, Festus. I like the way it tick-tick-ticks. You understand? Yes. Rawr. A lot of power in that timepiece. A lot of power. Would you make a promise to me, baby? Would you promise not to throw that power away? A lot of good can be done with that groovy power, baby. Girls doesn't call me baby. Rawr. I hear you, kitty cat. What do you say, kitty cat? Will you do me a promise? Promise not to throw? Yeah, let's do it, man. Grog, grog, nor. Groovy, kitty cat. Absolutely smash it. Shake on it, kitty cat. He holds out his hand. Shake hands. Solid, strong handshake. Gain 1 dexterity. Thanks. Read a book. You can't relate to most of the books they have here, but there's one travelogue by Diplodocus that proves moderately diverting. Murray's desk piled with books and papers. You peruse the newspapers, pause, making only minor holes in the pages. Add to the list. Your talons carve the letters HELP into the chalkboard. Chalkboard. Whilst thou tarry, good sir, the absence of thy John Hancock on my paperwork grows ever more urgent. Thy signature, if it pleases thee, sign your name. Call on an easy line. Much obliged, Festus, and I hope from now thy sleep is all the more sweet for its legal correctitude. Take your leave. Open the door. Oh. The clock casts a long shadow over barren wasteland, cold and infinite. It is the end of the world. So we meet at last. With I looking the older man, though you are far older than I shall ever be. Wow, I never saw this room before. Arrar, we are the Alpha and the Omega, you the beginning of time and I its end. Will you walk with me, dear friend, to watch the death of our world and the birth of another? Yes, my friendo. Rawr. What the? Tick, tick, tick. The hands of the accursed pocket watch beat on. Boats with the current borne correctly into the future. You pull the pocket watch out and look at it. It's gained some luster. Upgrade. Now that it's free of the taint of that shadow energy, it's just a boring regular watch. If you think about it, though, being on time for things is kind of like a magic power. Curse is lifted, time is in its rightful home, and you no longer have a tail. I wish I had a tail. Me too, sometime. Alright. Hey, Charles. Well, I did it. Looks pretty busy, but then she always does. Should go talk to Fancy Dan about the speakeasy deed before you go to sleep. It seems pretty important. Alright. It's on fire. Or his desk piled with books and papers. You get a weird feeling about it for some reason. Investigate. Nestled among the books and the papers is a book of old, but still valid, postage stamps with a few missing. They're surrounded with a haze of weird shadowy energy, but you can still clearly see the illustrations of cute dogs on them. Wait a minute, cute dogs? That's just like the stamp that survived your luggage fire. Oh dang, of course, that stamp is what betrayed your luggage. All your best stuff was in there. Your clothes, your teddy bear. That tears it. The shadow business has become personal. I mean, it was personal already because of Murray being your uncle and all, but now it's extra personal. Grr. What's up? Those stamps. These stamps have shadow gunk on them, and one of them killed my luggage. Oh my gosh, is that what? I guess that was my fault. I ran out of stamps and found those inside Murray's desk. I didn't even think to test them. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. It's whatever caused him this damn shadow stuff. Definitely going to put a stop to it, though. Wait, how many of these stamps have you used? Just the one, thankfully. The rest of them must have already been gone when Murray found them. That's good news, at least. Huh. Alright. I don't remember where the speakeasy. Oh, how about good? Code reads sandwich, April 18th, 1858. Huh, what's all this about? 1858, eh? You found something interesting. A flattened sandwich has been carefully concealed in the folder for that date, so that's what that code was all about. Pressed ham panini. You're not exactly sure where this meat came from, but if pressed, you'd say a pig. Which is physical armor. Oh, do I have anything to open up one of these? Unlock Sneaky Pete. This Sneaky Pete's a bigger customer, but you've never met a Pete you couldn't outsneak. If turning the key in the lock does nothing, then what happens when you put it in and just leave it? Ah, yes, exactly. The lock clicks open. Good old Sneaky Pete. There it is. Hey, it's you again. You find Oliver? Yes. I don't like the sound of that. Oliver is gone. The handoff went extremely badly. Yeah, that too. You go over the events of the fridge factory. Fancy Dan makes a variety of faces at various points in your story, because Fancy Dan is a good listener. Show him the deed. Oliver was carrying this with him. Dan skims the deed. Says here that ownership of the speakeasy is automatically transferred to whoever has physical possession of this deed. Is that legal? None of this is legal. Oh yeah, I guess you're my new boss, baby. Let's have one drink to mourn the old boss and another one to celebrate the new one. Good idea. I guess we ought to change the name since, well, Oliver's Place is no longer Oliver's Place. Suppose that's right. Any ideas? Well, you could go traditional and call it Festus's Place, or something hip like the Purple Door. Or something incisive and avant-garde like, I don't know, Noblesse Oblige. I want to name it something else. What do I name it? Good question. Remember people from the last game. Who's the train car dude? I'm gonna look it up real quick. I don't remember. I don't remember his name. Can't find it either. Me? Yeah, his name's Smee. We're just gonna name it, the Smee. The Smee, I like it. Out of business. The business? We make the beer in-house, so that's safe, but we're out of everything else. And based on your story, I'd say that stuff at the factory isn't safe to use. Yeah, you can't find booze or mixers or garnishes, bring it back here. If you can find booze or mixers or garnishes, bring it back here. An idea where to get started with that? No, but you might check with Barnaby. Barnaby? Dan points at the milky-eyed sod at the table by the wall. He doesn't see very well, but he's got a nose for news and 6 cents for booze. He might know where you can find what you're looking for. Thanks. Buy him a drink. After a few moments and a few sips, he clears his throat and speaks. Distilled to its essence, a lake is just a valley abandoned. I see. I think I see. Yeah. Obi is tootling along with the band. Chat with him. Hi, Obi. Enjoying yourself? I sure am, man. This joint has a real swinging groove. Wanna come with me for a while? You got it, bud. I'll meet you over by the door. Great. Oh, okay. We'll use Obi for a while. Time to go to bed, I guess. Talk to Obi for a bit. Everything good, Obi? Everything copacetic, bud? Yourself? Say, Obi, do you know anything about hobo code? Your bud, I know a glyph or two. He pulls a scrap of paper out of his oboe case and shows you a few symbols that you hadn't seen before. Well, thanks. Make small talk. Been a while since I was in Ocean City. I don't remember it being this run down. Yeah, this old town, she having some rough times. What happened? Beats me, I ain't hip to local politics. Tell you one thing though, it ain't a good sign when the city parks gotta hire a random fella off the street to do security guard work. Yeah, no kidding. Do some more fat. Are you from Ocean City originally, Obi? No, I was born in upstate New York. What town? You wouldn't have heard of it. Nowheresville, man. I split that scene as soon as I was old enough to stick out my thumb. Doesn't sound like you miss it much. What's to miss? I got the whole world stretched out in front of me. Continue chit-chatting. Why an oboe? Why not, I don't know, a saxophone? Sax is a righteous instrument, but there's just something special about the tone and thrill of an oboe. It's like a ray of sunshine coming down from heaven. Wow. Also, it breaks down into a case the size of a library book. You ever try to carry a saxophone in a bindle? You spend a lot of time in Ocean City? It's a major rail hub, so yeah, I find myself back here on the regular. Been all up and down this coast a bunch of times, though, and as far as north as the Windy City. Only that far? Why not all the way to Frisco? It's a long trip, and I am not much excited about crossing the desert. Seems like a real hassle. I'll get to it one of these days once I figured I've seen everything there is to see on this end of the country. Cool. Set back here. Head to bed. Hey Festus, before you go to bed, I need to approve a new tenant for the storefront next door. What? Why is that up to me? Charles shrugs. Somebody's got to do it. There's 3 applicants for the place. Hey, what are they? First applicant is Jardware's Hardware. I guess if your name is Jardware, your options for rhyming business names are pretty limited. Second is Rodkin's Fine Jewelry. A jewelry store could really class up Old Plunkett Street. The last applicant is Bertram's Bakery. Bert's a buddy of mine from my restaurant days. He makes a good loaf. Could use... I don't know what any of this means. I guess. Bakery sounds good. Okay, I'll get him moved in and next to the storefront ready for applicants. Thanks, Charles. Oh, take a look. Huh, what was this flower pot? Oh, was this flower pot always here? Plant a tentacle to seed it. It's your little tentacle buddy. Tickle him. Alright. Barely keep your eyes open at this point. Go to sleep. Have a weird dream. See what happens. A fitful dream, but in which your corporeal self is presumably still sleeping. All of your favorite pants. Gone. It's Jeff, the kid who used to bully you in 3rd grade. Make amends. Hey Jeff, listen, no hard feelings, okay? I understand in retrospect that you must have had problems at home, and I just want you to know everything is okay now. Just swats the overdue library book out of your hands. Ah, I see. Since this is just a dream version of you, you're still as much of a jerk as you were in 3rd grade. Jeff suddenly punches you, knocking out all of your teeth. Hey, if this wasn't actually happening, I'd be really mad. You pick your teeth up and walk away. These are unmistakably, God, can't read. Your teeth. You can tell by the scar on the upper left second bicuspid, but your teeth are also still definitely in your gums where they belong. What a jerk. That spooky nerd from the refrigerator factory, who invited him to invited him to your dream, move past him. Excuse me, I need to get past you, I think. You do not belong here. My own dream? I think I'm literally the only person in all of existence who does belong here. This dream is only partially yours. The central vicinity is under different ownership. Whose ownership? I should think it's obvious I have claimed this region of your dream space for myself. And who are you? Accountant General Torrance Poindexter, decidedly not at your service. I would tip my hat to you, but you do not merit such a gesture. Fine by me, that hat is creepy and evil looking anyway. Poindexter's eyes narrow. He points the weird device he's holding at his hat. It starts beeping in a fast, irregular pattern. It would take you to mean that this hat appears unusual to you in a visual sense? Well, yes, putting it mildly, it's like an anti-hat. Poindexter arches an eyebrow. I must inform the president. You want to talk to to President Coolidge about your weird hat? You have misapprehended both subject and object. It is the real president I must speak with, and the topic of conversation will be you. I see. Indeed, you see far too much, in fact. When next we meet, I will have prepared a remedy for this complication. Steps off the edge of whatever it is you're standing on and plummets into the nothingness below. That's a troubling bit of foreshadowing. This bookshelf is not behaving the way bookshelves do when you're awake. Take a closer look. Grab a book at random and the bookshelf puffs out of existence. Vibrations of the nether zones. Doorway back to the waking world. Step through. Your room. Alarmingly, a man in an expensive suit is standing at the foot of your bed. What the heck? Who are you? You may call me Don Toblerone. I representate a certain organization of, shall we say, like-minded criminals. Organized criminals like the mob? Wait, you're the Don of the local mob? The mob boss in my room personally? No, I'm not the Don. That is merely my nomenclature. It's an abbreviation for Donald. Oh, well, that's confusing. It has been a matter of some confuscation. Yes, I do have a sobriquet, but I don't care for it very much. What is that? Donny Thesaurus. I'm gonna hazard a guess that they call you that because you like long words. That is very astute of you. Of course, this astution comes as no surprise to me. My associators tell me you handled yourself well during the conflagration at the refrigerator manufactorium. You actually own a thesaurus? I'm here to propound for your consideration a certain proposition. Come again, I'm here to make you an offer. Oh, can I refuse it? Certainly, though your refusation would be, shall we say, unadvisatory. What's the offer? From time to time, my collegiates and I have certain requirements but lack the necessary manpower to achieve them. At such junctures, we have lucrative arrangements with certain capable individualists. We find ourselves at this moment at a juncture such as the junctures I have thus subscribed. So, you want me to do a contract work for the mob? Exactingly. Okay, sure, why not? An excellent decision, if I may articularize such. What happens now? Just sit tight, as they say. We will call upon you telephonically. Gives you a curt nod and then leaves the room through the window. Takes him 3 or 4 tries to work the latch. Alright then. Hey there, Festus, how'd you sleep? Fine, until a mob guy crawled in my bedroom window. Oh yeah, that window's pretty lousy. Anyway, the new antique I need you to find is a compass. Directions kind, not the circles kind. The Detectotrons, this is out near Crystal Dream Lake. I don't know where that is, but I bet it's not too far to walk. You have a car I can borrow? No, but I have something even better than that. 2 cars? Bus pass. Stop out front is your gateway to the whole wide world of adventure. Bus pass, an unlimited bus pass, good for an entire year. It's truly a ticket to a world of moderate convenience and comfort. Well, thanks. Where do I go when I get there? Unfortunately, I couldn't get a more specific reading than near the lake. Something about the place is making the instruments go all screwy. Here, take this map. Crystal Dream Lake postcard. This picture postcard of Crystal Dream Lake is detailed enough to serve as an ersatz map. This is a postcard. It has a map of the lake on it. It has a picture of the lake on it. Yes, that's what a map is, a picture of a place. I guess I can't argue with that logic. All right. With that, I'm going to be ending the stream there. Thanks for watching. I'll be streaming later tonight. Going to be playing something. Figure it out. Who knows what it'll be. That'll be at 8 p.m. Next week, I plan on changing the schedule. I know it's been this way for like over a year now, but since I'm not working, I got free time at social. My stuff not working again. Oh, there it is. It's just delayed. Cool. Um, trying to think. Oh yeah, so Friday night, 8 p.m. Gonna be playing VR chat. Saturday, well, Monday's still gonna be the same. Monday is going to be with Nugget Dude still. Uh oh, okay. Eh. Monday's still gonna be 8 p.m. Me and Nugget Dude are gonna be playing some games. We're gonna be doing some fun thing on Xenoverse 2. Uh that's gonna be the same time, different game. It won't be streaming Thursdays anymore. Friday, I'll only be streaming Friday night at 8 p.m. That's gonna be VR chat. Um, at 8 in the morning on Saturday, gonna be playing Genshin Impact, and Sunday morning gonna be playing some. You know what? I'll post the schedule. I'm still figuring out. Also, my brain's not working after all this reading. I'll figure it out. Anyway, it's gonna be changing. Trying to remember. So I stream. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'll change it. You can find it on my channel, the stream schedule. It'll be changed uh by the end of today sometime. I don't know. I'll also update on Twitter, post it on YouTube as well if you watch YouTube. Anyway, yeah, check out my socials over on YouTube. I post the VODs, so if you miss anything, you can check them out there and watch them anytime. Other than that, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.